How are we all doing? Just feel free to put where you're from in the chat. We'll just give another couple of minutes for anybody else to pop on in. And I'm so full of gratitude that you're here. It's beautiful, beautiful morning here in New Zealand. Hello from London, the UK. Awesome. Excellent. Great to have you here. So today, obviously, we'd like to talk about the predominant creative force, which is, we'll just wait a couple of minutes, but all about taking action on what you love just because you love it and for no other reason. It's so important in life that when we are creating, that we're simply creating because we love it, because that's when our inner power energy comes from. Just fix my screen a bit there. So we have what we call negative vision sometimes. Sometimes we can be going for what we want and we get stuck in the process. And the process can be something along the way to our true end result or our true end choice that we simply think we need to be doing and not focusing on exactly what we want. And a really good example around that is we may want to have an online business. We may want to have sex, and we might success in the sense of just lots of income, testimonials, products online, whichever. Now, when we're creating the success around that, obviously we could be doing it because we want to actually get out of our job, or we simply want to have the business to look good, or whatever it may be. When we're focusing on that, we're simply not focusing on the fact that we just want to have it for success of an online business. So it's really, really important that we focus on our true end results and not the process. Because we're focusing on the process, like even being a parent, if you have children, sometimes we focus on doing the best that we can in life. So our children will have success, or our children will have a house or a car or whichever. And it's also a negative vision, because when we focus on exactly what we want to create, that's where the beautiful value is, because of course our children will benefit once we have that success. So it's really, really important that we actually really, really focus on our true choices. And for those of you that have printed off watching the recording or here now, thank you very much for being here. Is really focusing on those lenses. We have our beautiful lenses here, which is so important for those who've got the workbook. It's really, really important to focus on our true choices, which our true choices are exactly what we love, which is kind of like page 3 if you've got it printed off, double-sided. Now, I choose the end result of, I have my true choices typed up on a separate piece of paper because I have a few just up in front of me. But to start off in this work, it's really important that you just get down a few true choices, exactly what you want to create just because you love it. Maybe I choose the end result of a successful online business. Maybe I choose the end result of being the best partner I can be, the best mum I can be, the friend I can be, etc. So today's call, I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life. Just a little bit. Now, what exactly does that mean? The predominant creative force is you taking the action that it needs to be to have the success. Whatever that may be for you. It's you being in control, for being able to choose to create and react however you choose to have those true end choices, to have your 4 orientational choices, whatever the action may be for you. It's your desires, choosing all your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, and choosing them, and then taking action around them. And that's what's so important about the lenses, is that every day we can write in there exactly the actions that we need to take. The lenses are a backbone of success. A lot of us talk about having goals. We have choices, because choices, when you choose it, simply choose it to take that action. So the predominant creative force is all about just taking the action, as I mentioned, just because you love it, but really backing up your lenses with your daily to-do list, what you need to do each day. So what I'd like to do today is I'd like you to also think about a true choice that you'd like to work on today. What's something that you'd love to take action on? If something out of your lenses, it can be just the fact you want to choose predominant creative force, taking action on something new, being the best parent, partner, whatever it may be. But really stepping into taking that action just because you love it. So what I'd like you to do is choose a true choice today. I choose to be, let's put one down here. Just write that down. Really just sort of focus on that. What I'd like you to do is now just to close your eyes and step into being the predominant creative force around that choice. And I'd like you to notice taking the action I want you to think about that true end choice, what you're wanting to create, and think about the actions around that. What is the next action you need to take? What's important to you? And then open up your eyes. And we can see just by that, we can actually see the actions that we know unconsciously that we need to take. And that information comes from our intuition, from our superconscious. So really notice those actions and make sure you write those down your lenses, because they are so important. But noticing those actions, what do they actually mean to you? What we're going to do, a little exercise now, we're going to think about a true choice we want to take about, and we're going to do the inner power alignment. We're actually just going to figure out what is our next actions and our actions after that. So what I'd like everybody to do is just to close their eyes again and take a big breath and get relaxed. And really step into that true choice. Pick one that you'd like to work on today. Or just being the predominant creative force and taking the action if you choose. If you've got the full-on lenses and you're already taking lots of action, step into the actions you want to take. And what I'd like you to do is to step into what that means for you to have this true end choice. Picture it finished. It is done. And you're now living and being this true choice as it being finished. And just notice where you are, notice what's around you. That's it. And now I'd like you to come back to your current self. What's it like now before finishing or taking the actions to achieve that true choice? Just notice what it's like now. Notice what the next steps are to having that. And the reason we have our eyes closed is so we can't see and have perception or thoughts or interference into actually seeing this in our mind. And then our unconscious believes it to be true. So the information we feed our unconscious, then it works towards to helping us, support us to create that. And it's really powerful knowing that our unconscious is a yes machine or a no machine. Whatever we feed it, thoughts are things. So stepping into what's it like now, I'd like you to look at the next 2 steps that you need to take to have your desired reality. Say, for example, if this was number 1 in our current reality, our desired reality would be number 4, which is our true choice. So keeping your eyes closed, think now that you're sitting on number 1. And now take a step forward into number 2, which is taking more action towards our desired reality at number 4. What actions do we need to take around number 2 to be closer? We make phone calls, creating content, whatever it may be. And then I want you to notice that this has all been achieved. It's all been done. It's all finished. And I'd now like you to step into number 3. The next steps being one closer to your desired reality. 2 steps from your current reality. And just notice what that's like, taking the actions around these steps. Just notice what you notice. Now I'd like you to take a next step into your desired reality and notice now again that it's been done, that it's been achieved. You have fulfilled this true choice. And just notice how good that feels. Just knowing that you've created it all. And what's it like for you? Where are you? What can you see? Who are you with? Just notice that beautiful feeling. And now what I'd like you to do is to take one more step into the future for the next true choice. Just notice what you notice. Notice what actions you have to take for your next choice. Knowing that you fulfilled the last one, that it's been done, and you're celebrating that and it's done. And now stepping into the next true choice. Maybe simply living a life you love. Starting a new music instrument, being that musician, serving others, getting certified in a modality to help and serve others. Just notice the actions around that you need to take to fulfill that true choice. And now I'd like you to accept that that's all being done. You've ticked that box. And now step into the next choice, the next action steps. And just notice that that's completed. Just notice it all. And just notice how the last couple of choices that you've finished and completed, how full of gratitude you are, knowing that you're now on the next steps, taking the action to achieve it. It could be that you finished writing that book, that you're writing the next one. That's it. And now what I'd like you to do is just set that intention. You've now finished this true choice. You've taken the action to achieve that. And now what I'd like you to do, being full of gratitude, is to come back to the now, to your current reality, and notice what it's like, and notice where you are, and notice the difference. And now I'd like you to go back in time to the last few months, 6 months, 12 months, and be full of gratitude, knowing for the last few months, you've been able to take the action around that to get where you are now, to move forward to fill on your future true choices. Being full of love and gratitude for the past. Just be thankful and full of gratitude that without the past, you couldn't be where you are today. Just notice the actions from the past and today, and the actions for the future true choices. Then when you're ready, take a breath and open up your eyes. And that's just so powerful, how we can see the actionable steps that we've taken in the past, the current, and in our desired reality, living a life we love, having health and vitality, just choosing our true nature and purpose, doing exactly what we want just because we love it. And our predominant creative force, taking the action around that, what that means to us. What actions do we need to take? Because we can't have our desired reality without taking action. That's why number 4, I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life, is so important. Excuse me. Awesome. So today we're going to do a superconscious recode. I'm pretty sure we've all here watched the education video, which is great. It's really, really important that we watch that to get our conscious and our unconscious on board. Today we're going to do a superconscious recode on being the predominant creative force in your life, taking the action. So what I'd like you to do is just to close your eyes and step into being the predominant creative force, taking that action. Being that person that you choose to create and react to anything you choose. Fulfilling all your desires. Choosing all your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Just choosing it. Doing more. Putting 110% into everything you do. Being that predominant creative force. Really step into that. Taking all the actions, writing them all in your lenses, ticking off your lenses, making the phone calls, creating the content, writing another chapter in that new book, whatever it is for you. And just really step into that, being the predominant creative force, and notice where you are and notice what you're doing. Notice what it's like for you doing this, being this. Are you in an office? Are you outside? Are you with the family, the children? Are you being an artist, creating another picture? Whatever it is for you to be that predominant creative force, exactly what we're designed to do. The predominant creative force we've been in the past because we know it, because everything we have achieved, we've previously done it. Stepping into this beautiful desired reality of choosing to create and react however we choose. Just notice how beautiful it is. Get those beautiful emotions and feelings around being this predominant creative force and times them by 10, times them by 20. And then open up your eyes. How cool was that? What was that like? What information came through to help you focus on being your predominant creative force and taking that action? Did everything that come through just because you love it? Or was there some negative vision in there? And negative vision can really come through and can really attract us from our end choice. Because, you know, society, the schooling system, education system, etc., teaches us to have this, we have to do that. And it's just not true. We can have anything we choose from being a superconscious creator just because we choose it. And that's so powerful, just to know that we have our inner power. We can actually have our power back to create. It's so cool. You're very welcome, Butcher. No problem at all. That was great. Thanks, Tanya. It's beautiful. That's so cool, because when we close our eyes, and that's what I love about this work, because it's not hypnotist, it's not any other process. It's just simply closing our eyes so our unconscious can create, with our mind, we can create it, and our unconscious believes it to be true. And that's what gives us the feeling around it. Our intuition gives us the steps that we need to take. And that's so beautiful. And if we think about our unconscious and our mind, like, what I'd like you to do is, everybody, actually just close your eyes for a second and think about an orange. Just close your eyes and think about an orange. I want you to see the orange. See its beautiful freshness, its beautiful color, the texture on the skin. You might be holding it with your hand. It could be sitting in the fruit bowl or on a table. But just notice that orange. Let's now open up your eyes and think, who created that orange? Your mind did, right? So who's looking at the orange? So we know that we have the two. We have us and our mind, which is so powerful. And when we have our eyes closed and being our predominant creative force, which is what the call is about today, we can simply visualize that orange, whatever it is, as our predominant creative force, and step into that. And our unconscious believes it to be true. So let's just step into that again. I choose a predominant creative force. Just close your eyes. Thanks for joining us, Lisa. Just close your eyes and step into that, be that predominant creative force. Notice where you are. Notice what you're doing. And then take it a step further and allow for more information to come through. Taking more action just because we love it. Notice what you notice. And then open up your eyes and just think, what's it like now? Before having taken all those actions. We may be taking some of those actions, which is awesome. But what's it like now? Give yourself a number between 1 and 10. 1 is you're simply fulfilling it all. You are the predominant creative force and taking all the actions yesterday, today, last week. You're on target. You're on point. You're creating it all. And 10 is you're stuck. You're just not too sure what your next actions may be. Just that feeling of being stuck. And if you want to, you can throw that number in the chat. Oh, excellent. You're all a step ahead of me. That's awesome. Excellent. So let's do a superconscious recode and see if we can't remove some of that resistance so we can take even more action. So we can tick off our lenses. So what I'd like you to do is take a big breath and close your eyes. Close your eyes and really step into this desired reality of being the predominant creative force in your life. Just choosing it all. Taking the action, being powerful and in control. Being able to choose to react and create what you desire. And really step into how that feels. How beautiful it is just to know that we are our predominant creative force. Because we are born to take action, to have whatever we choose. It's simply our limitations that get in the way. And today we're going to work on removing a few of those, if not all of them. So what I want you to do in your heart, we'll say it out loud, is just give me permission to access your superconscious. Superconscious, are you there? Superconscious, you can see this beautiful true choice we've chosen today. One of the 4 orientational. I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life. Choosing all my thoughts, actions, and beliefs. Superconscious, please create the perfect treatment plan for this beautiful choice. You can see why we've chosen it. You can see how important it is. It's good. And superconscious, just to remind you that no parts of you die, no memories die. We're simply removing the emotion and feelings off the memories so it's easy to take action. It's easy to take more of what we want to create. Superconscious, please treat all sabotaging beliefs to this true choice, please. Please treat not good enough, not capable, not worthy, insignificant, not perfect, and don't belong. Please treat all sabotaging beliefs in the perfect way, in the perfect order, and do a massive change history. Please treat all masculine beliefs too that are getting in our way, and all female beliefs too, please. Especially the female beliefs of being that little girl where we put limitations or restrictions on creating this true choice, being able to take action just because we love it. Superconscious, can you please bring up all resistance into the active experience, please? And please treat it the perfect way, in the perfect order, and do a massive change history. So what I'd like you to do now is just create this ball of energy just above our head. This ball of energy, and attach a beam of energy from that ball up into source or up into heaven or the universe, whatever it means to you. Have this beam of energy pouring up from the source or the universe, and then pouring down into this ball of energy just above our head. And it's filling up this ball of energy. And then have that energy going from the ball down into our upper chakra, the top of our head, and then pouring down through our whole body. Have this beautiful energy pouring down through our body, head, neck, shoulders, body, arms, hands, legs, feet, toes. And just filling up our whole body with this beautiful energy. This energy is white energy of love and gratitude for all things. Just notice how beautiful it is. This white energy is just giving us the energy to create anything we choose, to be that predominant creative force that we choose. Subconscious, please treat all body systems, please. Organs, blood flow, neck, shoulders, skin, muscle groups, nervous system. Please treat all body systems to this true choice and do a massive change history. Thank you. And I want to have this beautiful energy flowing down through your body. Your whole body's filling up with this beautiful white energy. And now have it going out the bottom of your feet and into the earth. And then coming back up around and back into the top of your head. Creating a circle on both sides from both feet. And as this energy flows through us, please treat all chakras. Please treat the lower chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra and upper chakras. Please treat all chakras so they're spinning perfectly, please. Treat it the perfect way, the perfect order, and do a massive change history. Good. Subconscious, please treat all emotions from the past, please. Emotions from the present. Treat it the perfect way, the perfect order, to a massive change history. Subconscious, please bring all resistance, all hidden resistance to this true choice, please, into your active experience so we can see it, please. Please treat the belief that I'm not allowed to have it, that it's in my way. Please treat all excuses, lack of confidence, lack of energy. Please treat it all the perfect way, the perfect order, and do a massive change history. And just notice that beautiful energy that's pouring through our bodies, this white energy which represents love and gratitude. That's it. Subconscious, please treat all past events, current events and future events, and do a massive change history. Subconscious, please treat all family history. 7 generations on my mother's side and 3 generations on my father's side. Please treat it the perfect way, the perfect order, do a massive change history. Please treat all DNA. Please treat the colour green too, please. Do a massive change history. Subconscious, please treat all broken agreements from the past, broken promises, please. And do a massive change history. Subconscious, please treat all part personalities, the inner child, the protector controller, the having to get it right. All part personalities, please. Please treat it the perfect way, the perfect order, and do a massive change history. Subconscious, please treat all definitions in alignment with desire to think you and do a massive change history. Now, what I'd like you to do is just notice where you are, having this beautiful energy pouring into your body. And I'd like you to go out of your body and just notice yourself sitting there full with this beautiful white energy. Looking down at your body, I'd now like you to look to your timeline from the past, please. And I'd like you to go down that timeline all the way to the very first event when you put limitations of being your predominant creative force. Taking action just because you love it. And really stepping into your heart, your true centered heart. Go to that very first event of limitation. You don't have to remember it exactly. You just have to know how old you were, roughly where it was. But go to the very first event where you put limitations on being your predominant creative force. And looking at this event, I'd now like you to create a new event, a more happier event, a more positive event, and put it just before this old event. And just notice how much fun you're having with this new event. I want you to just get that event, push it down into your timeline. Get your foot, push it on in there. So you can see that this new positive, happy event is just before your old event. And because of this new event, just notice how all the other events have now changed. Notice that you have more energy to take action. And now I'd like you to come up your timeline, going through all these past events, how they've changed, and just notice how things are different. And come all the way up 3 of the years, the young one, the teenager, the 20s, the 30s. Whatever it is for you, come all the way back to now, looking down on your body, and come back into your body, and just notice how everything's changed because of this new event that you created. And now I'd like you to look to the future and notice how it's different. I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life. And stepping and being this beautiful white energy again, for those of you that are listening now or the recording, you're not too sure of the next steps, just ask your intuition. What are my next actionable steps to be more of my creative predominant force? What is my next choice of action to take? You just notice what comes through. Subconscious, please do a massive change history. So all information flows from connection to source via my intuition through from my superconscious, just so I can be. So I choose my thoughts, actions, and beliefs. Thank you. The superconscious, for this beautiful true choice we've chosen today, please treat any thoughts and feelings around being judged by others, judging myself, all fear, the fear of success, the fear of failure, letting myself or others down. Please treat it into a massive change history. Also, please treat any feeling of guilt, any victim mentality, any blame. Please treat it all the perfect way, the perfect order, and do a massive change history. The superconscious, please ground the memories we've touched today and reconnect everything back into the matrix of the universe, including memories 1, 2, and 3. Any other memories, ego states, tandem memories, all levels of consciousness, thank you. And being this predominant creative force, just notice how beautiful it feels, how easy it is to choose it and be it. Being powerful and being able to control how you react and create your successes, your failures. And just noticing that the failures are success because we have to make mistakes so we can learn. Just notice how it's all part of the process. Focus creates reality. Just allow the actionable steps to come through. Step into the feelings of taking these actions and notice what it's like. Notice how powerful it is. And then when you're ready, you can take a big breath and open up your eyes. Twiddle your toes. Have a look around the room. Just notice how beautiful life is. How did we all enjoy that? Throw a yes in the chat if that was cool. So predominant creative force is such a powerful thing, being able to take that action. Because the hardest thing about creating success in any way or form is being able to take the action to that success. So just notice now consciously, that's awesome, Tanya. Just notice now the resistance. What number were you before and what number are you now? Just throw it in the chat for me, please. Excellent, 6 to 2, awesome. And as we know, it's hard to take a resistance of action. It's hard to take that action. We have too much resistance if we are a number between 5 and 10, because it really is our belief structure, our report structure is really, really hard to say, well, what exactly does that mean to us? And our desired reality is a tough one because unless we're actually being it, we're in our current reality, which is dysfunctional. When we're dysfunctional, we can have that victim mentality. We have needing to know the answer. We have sabotaging beliefs that we're believing we're stepping into, like just a feeling of not good enough or not capable, etc. So it's really important to focus on taking the action for whatever it is to you, to your true choices. And that's why it's so important to have your lenses, to work on your lenses daily, to have that list and be ticking it off so we can actually see where are we having resistance to taking action. And you can bring that action to this call once a week here, listen to one of the recordings in this Facebook group. Or if you wanted to, you can come join the masterclass, which is a beautiful offer that I'd like to offer you today. Excellent. That's awesome, Tanya. Number 1, love it. So we have a pre-recorded masterclass here, which has got over 80 recordings. Now, it's an awesome masterclass. It also has up to 6 live coaching calls per week. And it has all these processes in there and meditations and trainings, etc. Now, if you'd like to experience this masterclass for free, I'm offering it to everybody in this group. You're welcome to. You're welcome to come in, and all you have to do is put in a post, put in your comments here on the recording, yes, please, or a yes, I'd like to experience it. I'm going to give you the masterclass for a whole week for free. So you can go up to 6 live calls. You can listen to the meditations, listen to the trainings, and really get the full value out of this work. And Kirst, thank you very much. She just put the link on there. You can go in there and have a look at the Inner Power Masterclass and actually see what you're going to get for a whole week for free. And the reason I want to share this work with you is because it's so powerful to living a life you love, to having health and vitality, to taking action on your true nature and purpose. And obviously your predominant creative force, which we've covered today. So all we basically need, all I need is your email, which I'll reach out to you guys on this call. I'll get your email, and if you like have a free week of the masterclass, you're welcome to on me. So I hope you enjoyed that call today. Thanks very much for being here. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I want to, wherever you are in the world, is to go out there and take action. Really focus on your true choices, what it is you, what's most important to you. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Love you heaps, and we'll see you next week, 7 a.m. New Zealand time. Thanks so much.